at the time of becoming homeless was just starting a road to recovery. I was in recovery, and my family and I were separated because of dependency issues. It was definitely a huge worry, like, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? How am I going to get my family back together? How am I going to take care of my son?
It's uncomfortable to move into an environment like that with your family and be expected to just act normal. It's awkward, and you feel like you're doing something wrong because you can't make it in the streets.
The reason why we became homeless was because my kid's dad had, at the time, he had to go through a surgery for his Achilles, and he was off from work for quite a while. So we weren't able to pay the rent, and we went to stay with my mom for like a month, and then we came to the transition house. But I was very afraid because I've never been to a program like this, so I didn't know what was going to happen. They didn't have space at the time, and then they called that they had a place for us, and we came in. And then I cried. I cried because I was afraid. I was afraid for me and him, but I was more afraid for my kids because I didn't know how they were gonna take it. I didn't know if they were gonna be okay. It's something that changes your life, and especially for them, not knowing what's going on really. They don't know if you have to pay bills. They don't know if you have to pay rent.
Upon obtaining my children in May, their mother had asked if they could come live with me. A couple of friends of mine offered their place up to us, but unfortunately it wasn't okay with the landlord. It was either the landlord puts them and us all on the streets, or me and my kids need to find somewhere to go to.
Before we ever were in a transition house, we used to live with our cousins, then we went to a hotel, which was actually fun for a while.
It was still summer. They thought it was vacation. They didn't understand my stress. After vacation was up, not knowing where we were going to be was the scariest part. I had income, but I just didn't have any success in looking for a stable place.
People were actually really nice to me, and it kind of felt a little scary, but I got over it really fast. It was really fun.
The transition house didn't judge at all. They just, wanted to help.
The staff is so friendly, and they help you. And because they are that way with everybody else, everybody seems to become like one big family, and everybody helps each other out.
It was a wonderful feeling, like having help from all these people that you don't even know, that are willing to give their time to assist you in your hardships. They're a blessing. The program is a blessing. They take away from so many struggles that would otherwise render people hopeless.
There was a time in the program that I was about to just burst with everything that I had going on with the father of my kids leaving us. I am thankful that they invited me to the parenting class, which helped me a lot. Helped me a lot in so many ways, and it reminded me that I needed to start thinking about myself first and my kids, and if I was okay, they would be okay.
I think about exactly like, where could I have been if I didn't come to the program? Where would I be right now? I'd probably still be struggling. I've used to do everything paycheck to paycheck, and right now I actually have a savings account.
I was used to getting my money and spending my money, and obviously that wasn't, doing very good for me, so that was definitely a hard thing to do, was to have spending plans and not spend the money that I was making.
I had an easier, softer opportunity to make my recovery that much stronger because I did not have to deal with certain stresses. And it's made it a little bit richer, and there's been a lot more things to be grateful for.
I'm thankful for my case manager. She helped me out a lot. I think she understood me as a person, as a mom. I felt like she felt what I was going through. And for that, I'm very, very thankful. Without transition house, I would probably be in a little room. I wouldn't have everything that I have now. Like my house. It's like, for us, I think it's like a palace. It's a palace.
The Transition House is a remarkable program. I mean, what they do and what they have done for us, I can never pay back other than to be a productive member of society.
In what way can I offer, my gratitude? And the answer kind of presented itself in being able to be a board member and being able to volunteer services whenever I can. Life gets busy, but I try to always find time for this because my life wouldn't be as busy and full without it.
Transition House is nothing like a homeless shelter. It's more of a program to help you become a better person and help you to become somebody you need to be for yourself and for your kids. I think it's going to impact them heavily. They said, Dad, we've learned a lot, that we know what to do to make it. So they do strive to do the best that they can in school. They do strive to know that there's a better future out there for them that doesn't have to wait for so long like I did.
If I could describe Transition House, I would say hope. Hope that you will one day have a place for your kids. It's a hard program to go through, but then it's so rewarding. It's a program that helps you if you want to be helped.
The Transition House has given us the ability to function again as a family, the ability to learn how to live life again. Without the Transition House, I strongly believe that we would still be homeless, still be without each other, still be not a family,
The best part of my life now after leaving the Transition House program and being at a community level in my own home is all of it. It's being with my family and going home to them every day and being goofy with them and being confident as a responsible adult who takes care of the bills and pays the rent.
I pay my taxes, I pay my bills, I get up every day and I go to work and I pay my rent, and I have my wonderful, beautiful family again.